Come on, Carl. Don't let the brainless get you down. Just because they got their brains captivated by somebody else doesn't mean you have to give yours over to them. Don't fall for their tricks and their little tactics because, well, they're the ones that are letting the pedos rule the world. Upchurch and Cody just struggling along to not worry about Ashley Biden's diary. Like, I don't know how many times I got to ask you guys. Like, it would be a big, big thing if you could, like, let me know where that's not real. Or I keep hearing about how Colby's all full of laughs and giggles and he's just out there saving the world. A vintage with his laughs and giggles while the pedophiles rule us. Cody's a distraction. He works for the devil and he doesn't even know it. Fucking then we got Carolina Cowboy. I can't even watch his. He made a video about me vintage. Little me sent it out. I seen it. I clicked on something about Justin Trudeau or something. I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm not listening to people that protect pedophiles anymore. I'm just not. Like the reason the world is the way it is today is because of Carolina Cowboy. Like he's gonna have to buck up and realize who he is, and well, he keeps talking about the family man and the good man he is. Well, he can lie to himself, but he can't lie to God. What does God want Carolina Cowboy to do? Probably stand up and be a man and, well, protect all the children around the world. But when Carolina Cowboy sees someone do that, well, he's going to try and make that person look gay and silly and stupid. And, well, you know what I mean? The story of Carolina Cowboy is a sad story. But we create our own stories, vintage. You know what I mean? I think that's really what God's been really trying to tell me lately. Fuck them. I know that seems like a mean, nasty thing to say. You can only try for so long, right? You can only ask the same questions over and over and fucking over again. Hey guys, if Ashley Bob's diary is real, that means what does that mean about Joe? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? And if that means what I think it means, should he be in charge of a country? But then there's other simple little things that tell me his brain is not capable of fucking running a country because, well, his country determined that, well, his brain wasn't responsible for doing a bad thing, having paperwork he wasn't supposed to have, all because they want to get Donald on some paperwork. Now, you guys can let me know where I'm wrong, but I think I've seen some information on the paperwork that Don had. This is the thing. He said his country. Well, not his country, not his fellow. The rulers, the rulers were trying to set him up so he looked like he started a war with Iran. Now, I don't know if you guys know what's going on in Iran right now or anything like that, but it's kind of getting crazy, hillbilly. Did you hear about all the stuff going on in New Jersey? Now, AD tells me that the Americans are the most sophisticated in the world. How long do we need to have drones going up in the sky? And now we fucking hear it's Iran. Like this is real, but I can show you the video. It's a fucking senator or a congressman or whatever the fuck it is saying Iran has put a mothership and it's sending drones. It's fucked up, dude. Like if America's as good as it says it is, it should know what the fuck's going on in the skies, eh? But I don't know if you remember this or not, Hillbilly. It went right through fucking Canada to get to the States. Remember that Russian, or not Russian, sorry, Chinese spy balloon? Do you remember that? And they shot her down. A fucking balloon. with a missile, and they missed the first one, I think. So it was a costly fucking little. Do you know how much those missiles that they shot at a fucking balloon cost? You know what I mean? Couldn't they just use the food fucking bullets or something? No, let's ballistic missile it. So there's fucking nothing left of it, so we can't fucking investigate it, you know what I mean? Let's be fucking complete fucking morons, and well, we never did hear anything about that, and I'm supposed to think that's fucking normal. That just went through Canada, the US, and, well, Biden came to save the day. He missed the first time, but got him the second. Listen, hillbilly, I feel bad for people. Like, they're stupid for a reason. Like I say, hey, we're all being programmed. Like right from the ripe young age. Let's all ask Kobe to sing the Baba Black Sheep fucking song and tell me what he gets out of it. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that song off by heart. And well, tell me what it might be symbolizing in your brain. But I don't know. I try to say the simplest of shit. Hey guys, there might be something in your music. David Gruel is a Satanist. We should call him out. All the Christians should be saying, hey, Dave, hey, it's your own free will, but you know what, buddy? As a lover of Jesus, I want to tell you there's a different way. You know what I mean? But it's all throughout the music. Serious question. What do you think of Rocco saying he is the chosen one? Well, I don't know. Is he buying onto my story now or what? My story. Well, in order to be a chosen one, little me, I'm being really fucking serious right now because there's a lot of people who say they're chosen. See, you'll have a story and you'll be able to tell it and all the truth that comes with it because you can't lie. You know why you can't lie? Because everything's recorded these days. If you're chosen, you'll have the receipts of what you've went through and how you'll figure out how you need to help humanity. Now, chosen ones don't go around writing books about hurting children. Chosen ones learn from their mistakes. They aren't fucking. I've always said this about Rocco. He's a professional apologizer. There's never anything behind his apologies. It's just to weasel himself back in. That's all. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking. I watched your video on it. Okay. So what I did afterwards, because if you don't listen to you, and you just listen to what Rocco has to say, you can figure out pretty quick he's not right in the head. But why isn't he right in the head? He had a mother who enabled him and wasn't there for him. He saw his father fucking die. It's going to cause some trauma, you know what I mean? But the only way he can get rid of it is to give it back to who gave it to him. Stop his fucking lies and his bullshit because it's affecting other people's. I don't know where his relationship with Steve is anymore, but I did go back and I watched because you showed that guy, and he made a lot of sense. That documentary guy or whatever, and he made a lot of sense because he picked out like tons of fucking traits of Rocco. Yeah, I sit there and watch him, and but he looked uncomfortable doing it. Did you get the feeling that he felt uncomfortable, and Rocco just kinda sat there, like, being justified for his stupidity. Like, if Rock was a chosen one, he'll be able to prove it. You know what I mean? He'll be able to prove that he was part of MK Ultra or like whatever the fuck he says. He'll be able to prove it. He'll be able to bring other people who were part of it, and they'll be able to identify things to make sure they don't look like liars. So I always tell you, little me, I can back my story up, bud. No problems. See, because that's the thing. When you're chosen, you're gonna suffer, bud. But here's the thing, you know you're chosen, and you know you're suffering for a reason, and it's to learn. Because if you don't go through things and you don't learn from them, you can't help others, you know what I mean? If I don't know what you're going through, I can't help you. You know what I mean? Is Rocco even telling the truth about the fucking foster homes? Because I've heard him talk and just sounded like they wanted the best for him. Sometimes when he talks, I think he tells the truth, but he made it a religious cult sort of thing, and it's really fucking simple. I'll tell you, little me, I was in the foster care system. Nobody hurt me, but nobody loved me there, you know what I mean? It was like someone was getting some money, and that's what it felt like, you know what I mean? But it felt like a better alternative than going where I had to go. So it's kinda weird that way, but here's the deal. If I was a victim of the foster care system, all the fucking names are coming out. I would drive that guy who's doing the documentary, I'd say, "Well, you know, Rocco can't drive or doesn't have a car, he's trying to get famous off that one-shot deal," you know what I mean? Like, dude, you pay attention to his delusions. One of my favorite ones is, like, when he thought he was gonna fight you, little me, there was excitement, and he really thought that somehow, somewhere, he was gonna be in this big, huge arena in this beautiful fucking jogging suit, and he was gonna be going against little me, and he was gonna look the part, you know what I mean? Like, if Rocco was chosen, he would have seen through Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? That's a joke. A man who says he's with Jesus, and then he starts off saying that he's seen stuff with children and all this other stuff. Now it's to make people like me look fucking crazy and insane. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Because you don't have Jesus. People who have Jesus don't run around telling people to suck their dicks. You know what I mean? It just doesn't they don't act like that. They try and make the world better, laugh at the stupidity, call it on, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take a fucking brainwave to figure out that George Soros has captivated the minds of fucking many. You know why? He didn't get rich from his schooling. Well, he did. It was his philosophy that got him as rich as he is. You guys don't understand that, do you? Go check it out. It's called The Art of Perception. They make you perceive things that they want you to perceive. That's why he's got friends like Bill Gates, little magical manifestors who write out pandemics for you and all sorts of good stuff. You know what I mean? And he's got guys like Klaus Schwab, who admittedly has penetrated my fucking government right down to the point where I could get charged if I let a man go into my fucking granddaughter's change room if he says he's a woman. Seems weird and odd, eh? Well, my story's already been written, little me. You can't steal my story, but yeah, like, if he wants to compare, like, I surely have a talk with him because you know what it is about me and my name. I want my name. I don't want people lying on me, and that's one of the motherfuckers who said I came after his children, and I never did. Never, not once. I said he wasn't a good dad, and that's evident. I'm sorry, I cannot stand up for somebody who sits there and says they wish their children were an abortion. There's something wrong with his fucking brain. It's not right. How could you sit there and look at a fucking child that you made and said you would fucking rather have an abortion? That those children don't fucking mean anything to you. Little me, I have this little cocksucker I created who tells me I'm nothing but a piece of shit. Fuck off and die. Fucking won't clean anything up. Steals everything I fucking have. And I don't fucking regret having him because I can still fucking try and show him the way to fucking make himself better because I wasn't a fucking man and I didn't stand up and make him a good man because I was too afraid of fucking fighting with my wife. So I created that. But then again, you look at it, you're like, fuck, if I did stand up, would I have lost my relationship with my son completely? Because that's the way it seems. I'm always Do you know why I haven't left here, little me? It's because 'cause I'm concerned. What happens to them if I leave? They can't afford this house anymore. They can't do this anymore. Who's gonna take care of the kid and take him to school every morning? Who's But I've learned that's not my responsibility to worry about anymore. You can't sit there and fucking be belittled as a man and be told you're a piece of shit and not be able to solve your problems. You know what I mean? It's good. It's really good here in this house because now I got a witness. I don't lie about this shit. It's real. Well, here's the deal. I've tried to talk to Rocco. You've seen that little me. He's a deflector. He won't. He runs. He tries to tell a story and you ask him to back it up. That's what I do. Hey, that's what I expect from everybody. If I say something to you and you say prove it, I'll do my best way to prove it. I'll mention names. I'll mention circumstances. I'll mention recordings. Like when I tell you I got my workplace by the balls, really bad, bud, really bad. I don't know if there's a like, honestly, I don't know if there's a big boy club or what the fuck happened in that first fucking what would you call it, an arrest? Can you imagine the place that had you on the brink of death thinking you were nothing, and because you asked for an investigation and you started letting their secrets out on Facebook, how would you feel being locked up against your will and you aren't even being told why, little me? Just some friends were concerned. But through time, I found out who those friends were because my actual doctor told me it was my workplace that called in. Well, in today's day and age, you can always go back and see who made those phone calls, right? I always knew it was my workplace because, well, who else would have my doctor's phone number? You know what I mean? Can you imagine being locked up against your will because you're trying to fight for what you think is right? Like, you know why they had me on the brink of death, little me? Because I was a proud man. I enjoyed working. I enjoyed taking care of my family. And when I got broken, I could handle the fact that I couldn't be the man that I was. Little did I know I'd become a way better man. I learned so much about people, bud. You have no clue. These people who lied on me, they weren't just coworkers, bud. These were people I had hung out with. You know what I mean? I prove every word I say. I can prove that there's documents about everything I say. I can prove, at least I think, with them, their stupidity may have killed a man because they just wouldn't fucking listen. If they would have done an investigation on what I asked them to, it might have limited the extra coils that came in. But then again, like I said, doesn't take a genius. But then again, I blame the supervisors and the senior group leader. Who has a man working side by side with a lift truck? Who puts that in their policies? Sounds like a fucking retard to me. But hey, it was only a life lost, right? And I called the ministry because I thought at least we could learn from that lost life, even if I was wrong or I was right. They could have went to Marwood and said, "You can limit the coils this way." Do you know what it's like to feel trapped in the world, little me? Do you wanna know how stupid the fucking police are in my fucking town? Remember, I was a victim of domestic violence, right? So, the perpetrator was not supposed to be around me. It was very hard for that person to stay away for some reason, and sometimes some calls had to be made to the police because I couldn't get away from it, or I was getting locked out of my house. But here's the deal, finally, after so many times, she breached it so many times, the cops had been here so many times, they finally said, because I said, "Just tell her to stop. Tell her to give me my fucking internet. Just tell this to fucking just fucking end it, like, just tell her to fucking abide by the fucking rules. Don't take her away, because then my fucking kids are just gonna be fucking" you know what I mean? But finally, the one time, they fucking took her, right? She breached, no doubt about it. They took her, and because she couldn't handle what was going on, she was hyperventilating or whatever, and they took her to the hospital 'cause she was having a panic attack. And then they brought her back into my home. She had a panic attack, and they put her back in my house. What about my panic attacks? How about feeling like, "Holy fuck, my life's being fucking yin-yanked from me?" But no, they throw her back in. I still don't get my internet or anything else in my fucking house. Get this, get this, the cops had to be called again. I had to call them because she wouldn't leave. She just kept hounding me. I was in the living room here. So I recorded it, right? It's her voice. I didn't want her to know I was recording, so I recorded the couch with her speaking. Cops got called again. They wouldn't do anything because I couldn't prove she was upstairs, even though I had a video. I'm like, you would not be able to you can hear the tone of her voice, you can hear how far away she was from me. I was in the fucking living room. Still nothing. Because it was too much of an inconvenience for him. Because he'd probably have to go to the hospital again or some fucking thing. I don't know. Felt really fucking protected. But these boneheads don't even fucking stop there. Here's the deal. After the fifth time of being fucking locked up, right? You gotta watch your fucking P's and Q's because you gotta watch what people are saying about you. Because they won't even tell you why you're in there. Like that's the weirdest fucking shit. There was something about came out in court about candles and stuff like I don't fucking know, dude. But I left the house one day and I got locked out. I had to call the cops so they could let me back in. But this was after she was allowed to be with in the house with me, right? Like we were allowed to be together again. So I had to call the cops to get back into my fucking house. And what happened is that the cops said you should probably just leave, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to. You know what I mean? I think that's probably the best thing to do. You know what I mean? I just need some time to gather up some stuff and get a place to go to and all sorts of stuff like that. So if I could just be left alone and, you know, try and figure that out through the conversation, my wife tells the cops right in front of them. As soon as he leaves, I'm calling the doctor and I'm calling his insurance company. And when you look at the cop and you say, did you hear that? Did you fucking hear that? Yeah. So what are you going to do about it? Because you're probably the fucking motherfucker who's going to pick me up when I get called on again. Are you going to fucking protect me? Are you going to fucking say, hey, this is a scam. This is a ruse. She already told me this was going to happen. If this happened, and didn't have an answer for me. Do you know how hard it is to not look a cop in the face and just to fucking say, hey, are you not the dumbest motherfucker that has ever walked the face of this fucking earth? Like, hey, bud, I've been in the hospital 5 times. The last time I had to fight for my rights to dictate what happens to my body and my fucking mind based off people's fucking lies, cocksucker. You know what I mean? It's a twisted world out here. He's useless. Unbelievably fucking useless. Because I can imagine what would happen to a 6-time fucking loser based off fucking lies. Or we could talk about how come somebody can destroy your life by causing an accident, looking like the hero and making you look like the villain. Even though when it's time for Carl to shine, little me, guess what's going to happen, sweetheart? I got the video, I got the statements, and there's no running and there's no hiding. You know what I mean? All this fucking nonsense, it's going to come to the forefront too, bud. My premier will have to answer for the fact that he thought it was all right for him to fucking dictate to my fucking province when he doesn't make his family get it. Fuck him. Fuck him. But then again, that's the joke Canada is. Best mayor Toronto ever had, Tom Ford, the crack smoker. Let's fucking make his brother the fucking premier of Ontario. Like, I'd like to know how much that pays. Because that motherfucker's got a really nice cottage. Really nice. You know what I mean? Taxpayers. But then again, he's into some dirty green belt shit too. But you know what I mean? We just let these fucking retards run our world. Because, well, if someone real actually came to the forefront, they'd be fucking punished. So we're stuck with fucking retards. Like, I don't care. Pierre Poilievre should be standing up every fucking day. RCMP. Where are you? You guys are fucking losers. You're evil. You're twisted. You're fucking. When I get in there, you're all gonna fucking pay for not fucking investigating Trudeau on this shit. You're gonna go down. But no, there's rumors of WEF shit with fucking Polyev. But really, what bothers me about Polyev is I know that he kicked people out of, well, they have little rallies too, right? Some people were wearing Trudeau for treason, and they kicked him out of his rally. Why the fuck? Weird as shit. You know what I mean? It's weird. I'm sorry, Canada. I don't think Pierre Poilievre's your Donald Trump, but then again, we got this little fuck called Jagmeet Singh holding us hostage. Meanwhile, he's working for the liberals, siphoning more fucking tax dollars. You know what I mean? Oh, let's give everybody free stuff, free dental, free drugs, free fucking free. Got to make sure people can get their drugs and their fluoride and charge it all to the tax dollars. Let's not build an economy where people can fucking pay for their shit and they can fucking live decently. No, no, no. We gotta fucking have it so fucking everybody's out on the streets. And hey, while you're out on the streets, you might like some drugs. You know what I mean? Hey, in BC now, we can keep you away from that fentanyl. We'll give you some clean stuff, government approved. You know what I mean? And hey, taxpayer funded. If you need the necessities to use this, like clean stuff and all that, we'll set that all up for you. You know what I mean? We won't get you any real help. So you really want to get off the streets and you want to straighten your life out. Well, we'll just keep you right here, safe and sound. You know what I mean? Taxpayers' dollars, making sure that, well, you get to feel the way you want to feel because we're nice in Canada. You know what I mean? We're so fucking nice. I don't think this world's fucked up. Like I said, Baba Black Sheep, have you when you will. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. One for my master, one for me, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane. You know what I mean? Let's just keep giving our master a bag of our wool. When indeed, your Bible tells you you have no master. If you serve God, you have your own power. You don't take orders from men. But hey, if you do bad things, you have to pay for those. You know what I mean? But these days, if you want to go hunting and fishing, there's a heavy price to pay. There's licenses and there's this and there's that. And there's, you know what I mean? You still hear a little me? Crazy, eh, Captain Kurt? Know what's crazy, bud? Is watching you in a circle jerk. I got you down pat, sweetheart. Got you good, dead to rights. When I get to show people, look at the Kurt Skirb there. Oh, the Kurt Curb. The curb and curb. I don't like where this conversation is going. You. It's great, Kurt. It's great, bud. It's you do a masterful job. Here's the deal, Kurt. I just watched your boy's video. What's it called? I get your MF accountability. I get your MF accountability too, there, up church. Well, you're a fucking protector of pedos, aren't you, you useless fuck? You got 3 million people you could warn about Bill Gates and fucking Ashley Biden's diary. Listen, we could turn Ashley Biden's fucking nightmare into something that helps save the world. Could you imagine if Ashley Biden, if that happened to her, and she could release that fucking trauma and the world would fucking know and it would wake the world up to who's running this shit show, who these politicians are. They don't even give a fuck about their own fucking children. You know what I mean? Up church, better step up to the plate, buddy. You say you're chosen. You're not doing a good fucking job. But then again, here's the thing. Kurt, I gotta tell you, sometimes it does run through my mind. Hey, Carl, are you crazy? There's a lot of fucking crazy people doing a lot of crazy things. The woman that went to fucking up churches with the Bible and shit. Well, didn't you guys say that she got it from the computer? Didn't she say she got messages from the computer or something? Like you could fuck with somebody's algorithm. You know what I mean? Sometimes what you watch is what you become, right? You know what I mean? Like what you listen to, you become, you know what I mean? What do you think, Kurt? Think I should do another Donald Trump video? Tell him to put the fucking bat signal on. Let the Galactic Federation be on standby. Hey? What do you think? Sounds weird, eh, bud? See, here's the thing. I never wanted to chase Upchurch down. You fuckers know it. But instead, you want to make it look that way, which is funny to me, but it's all recorded, bro. That's why I tried going through his fans and his family. Hey, you guys let me know where I'm wrong, okay? Please, just let me know where I'm wrong because, well, you can hear me in many, many videos. I don't want to be rewarded for being an idiot. If I'm crazy, I'd rather be told I'm crazy than have Upchurch do a video on me and prove that I'm crazy. But I had a lot of videos done on me, but there's never been any proof. You know what I mean? Little me can do a fucking fantastic bang up job on fucking Rocco. But when it comes to me, he has to make up songs or dance videos or things that other people say, and then I'm not allowed to tell my side of the story, and it gets all convoluted. And you know what I mean? Sooner or later, we're not going to be able to lie. Well, we can. It's our own free will. But what's wrong with living in the truth, little me? Hey, why is it so wrong for me to just want to live in the truth and want to know the truth? If children are being fucking hurt, if humans are being hurt, is there human trafficking going on? Is that not something we should stand up for? Like, it's not just me who thinks they're all a bunch of pedos. It's you too, bud. You agree with me about Bill Gates, right? Like, the FBI's covering for one of the world's fucking richest men. Well, probably a few of them, you know what I mean? What do you think of those George Soros fucking district attorneys or whatever the fuck they are, eh? What you should be crying, bud. I cry every day. I'm like, God, please help me. What is gonna make their fucking heads click so they're not stupid anymore? Just because it's not your children today, a little me, doesn't mean it can't be tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know how you guys didn't kick Gavin Newsom out of fucking California a long time ago. Like that stuff. Like he was breaking every rule he was making. And then he's like, "Don't worry about it, people. I'm good." Didn't he change the fucking minimum wage too? But except for one business, right? There was some bread place or something, eh? Some high contributor to Gavin, I think it was. I know, but your news, it shouldn't have been the alternative. It should be the fucking mainstream news who should have been saying, hey, look at Gavin Newsom telling us what to do and look at what the fuck he's doing. Hey, as a news person, I would say, what do you people think? Do you think we should tell Gavin Newsom to go fuck himself? We're not allowed to go to restaurants, but he's getting restaurants open special just for him and a bunch of his friends. And then in New York, they're closing shit down, and the guy who's making the rules is out there having parties. It's weird. right? Like, listen, little me, when I say this shit, I don't think you're a totally evil little twat-wad, you know what I mean? I just don't think you think properly. You know what I mean? I can see why people like you. I understand, I study, you know what I mean? I probably know you better than you know you. You know what I mean? Hey, every time somebody lays a comment in your comment section, you take the time to appreciate what they've said in your comment section. You know what I mean? Most people don't care enough to do that, you know what I mean? And that's why your people love you and they stick by you, even when you're stupid. But you could be a real hero and tell your people you've been stupid. That'd make you really smart. You know what I mean? But it's hard, little me. It is. Trust me, I get it. Because I ask myself all the time, hey, God, I'm a chosen one. Why in the fuck did you let me be dumb enough to get that fucking thing? Well, it's because I had to learn, little me. I know how they got people. You know what I mean? They used my father in law against me. They told me if I didn't get it, I'd be killing them. Doesn't give you much time to think, does it? The people you're supposed to trust, and I trusted them. But here's the thing, I didn't hold on to it. Once I seen Doug Ford, family didn't have to get it, I was a little curious. And then I started researching and I was like, uh-oh, Carl, you fucked up. But hey, let's fight for those that fucking did it and make sure they don't do it anymore. Or try and warn people like, let's not do this to our kids anymore. You know what I mean? Another big kicker is, hey, bud, like, we're stupid as society, right? Like, these are just my opinions and my thoughts. I don't hate anybody and I hope the best for everybody, but there's this little fucking science creep. Never trust a man in a bow tie, I think. Peter Hotez, like for real, he wouldn't debate. Science wouldn't debate RFK, who was trying to be president at a $3 million price tag. Wouldn't do it. That's when I really knew. It's like these motherfuckers, they'll do anything to hide. And then they'll sit behind their little fucking own fucking little fucking twat CNNs and bullshit and spread. If you don't listen to us, you don't know how to love. If you don't do what we say, you're a fascist and a conspiracy theorist. But they don't have to stand up for themselves. Because if I think I have the truth, I don't care if it's RFK, if it's Donald Trump, it's Justin Trudeau, or little me, or whoever the fuck it is. If I think I have the truth, I'm definitely not afraid to debate. You know what I mean? You only run when you don't want the truth to be had. And we can't figure that out. Hey, you won't be, listen, hey, I could, I'm not even sub to him, but I can go back in your old video and I think he's tagged in it. Maybe I might do Rocco something, but he better not be saying he doesn't. This is the thing, little me. You know there's a God. You know the worst thing you can do is lie. If I am saying I am chosen from God and I am not, I will fucking spend eternity in hell. I think about that all the time. If there's a hell and I'm lying, I would go. You know what I mean? That to me doesn't sound like a good time. So that's why I always try to never lie. But I'm honest. We're all holding on to somebody's lies. Like the little family, they hold on to your lies. I'm holding on to somebody else's lies. You know what I mean? I think something that's not true because I've been deceived. But I hope that when I find out I was deceived, I just don't hold on to it. But that's the thing. Rocco's playing a very dangerous game. Very dangerous game. Either that or his alts are. You know what I mean? Rocco needs some. You know what he needs? This is, I wish you would debate me. I really wish you would. Where he couldn't run and hide and we had to answer each other's questions. Then you would see his alts coming out. Just deflecting and name calling and not being able to back up a story. And then getting upset when I'd be willing to back up everything I say. You know what I mean? Hey, Rocco, you want some phone numbers, bud? I offered him to little me. He didn't want to take them. But I'll give you everything, Rocco. You know what I mean? But do you know who one of my favorite narcissists to watch is? Heidi Lynn. Patty Lynn, I get the kick out of Patty Lynn. I think, well, she takes most of her videos down because that's what truthers do. You know what I mean? But I think Gotcha Man's got this great video, and you can just see the alt. It's a great time. I'll point you guys to another video. It's fucking fantastic. But anyways, it's the one where Addie's like telling everybody, "Don't give up your dreams for somebody else. Gave up my dreams for Ryan." And this is what he's done to me. He's ruined my life because my life. Here's the thing. Patty's so stupid. This is why I think Patty's so dumb. She could have been living her dreams. You know what I mean? She tells everybody she used to be like a world renowned psychic. You know what I mean? Like she had that upchurch name because her son was living his dream. And she had that name, even though she didn't like it. Well, she's a Burgess, right? But she could have used that name and got her psychic thing back going again. You know what I mean? But instead, she didn't like the way her son's dream was going. And well, she wanted to destroy it because, well, she wasn't getting to live her dream, even though she could have easily picked up on his dream and, well, worked it in her favor. But sometimes people just aren't smart enough. Envy, whatever it is, jealousy, stupidity. See, I think it's okay to be jealous. You know what I mean? I do think it's okay to be jealous, but envious. Like if somebody has something you want, then go out and work for it and get it yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? When you see somebody that you love has a brand new nice car and they're so proud of it, and you're like, I want one. Just I want to be proud of something just like that. You know what I mean? But instead, these days, you'd rather steal that car or take it away or damage it and make sure that that's fucking fucked up. Jelly is overrated. Like, I'll tell you what I honestly think, Vintage. about fucking jelly. I think he's an industry plant. Seriously. Sounds conspiratorial and stupid, right? This is a man that says he ran from the internet because people were calling him fat. It was a real opportunity for him to, well, stand up and be a man and, well, not be ashamed of what or who he is. You know what I mean? He is fat, but instead, fat shaming me. But then again, he's going to the gym and stuff now, right? So maybe it inspired him instead of using it to inspire him to get thin or be proud of being fat and stand up for the other fat people saying, "Hey, if a fat guy like me can have a dream, so can you guys." You know what I mean? Let's not let these fools get us down. You know what I mean? But I thought that was kind of weird, and that I'm really not hip on the whole bunny thing. Seems like a whole lot of witchcraft and stupidity and, well, leading little girls down a fucking trail of fucking breadcrumbs. I don't think little girls should go down, but that's just my opinion, you know what I mean? And, well, what else do we got? Well, we got Kansas Rebel Man never said it wasn't true. Apparently, Ryan Upchurch has Struggle and Jelly recorded saying they have killers on the payroll. You know what I mean? And then gets you to wondering, is Upchurch telling the truth about this whole witchcraft shit in the music industry? You know what I mean? Is it Struggle? Jelly? Struggle did get to play the Grand Old Opry. Okay? Even Rai Rai hasn't got to do that. I would think old Rai Rai's bigger than Struggle, isn't he? But hey, when you're friends with a man like Jelly Roll, sometimes he can make shit happen for you. You know what I mean? And then, like, everybody has their own opinion. Maybe it was Jelly's opinion, but I think this is what I think, because he told people not to vote, or he doesn't vote, or not to vote. And I think that's because, well, definitely if he was on Team Satan, you can't go because that demographic is going to be more with Trump, right? So you can't lose fans, but that's just what I think. You know what I mean? Don't make a difference. You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. Hey guys, hey guys, I don't know if you're not like I don't get it. Like, do people not see the price of fucking groceries, the price of fucking gas, the amount of hatred in this world that has been accumulated over the last fucking 4 years? We're on the brink of nuclear war. We've got drones in New Jersey, and your intelligence agency has no idea what the fuck's going on. If there was an Iranian mothership, why in the fuck don't they have photos of it? Why aren't they going after it? This seems a whole lot of fucking stupid to me, doesn't it? Hey, what's going on, Sly? What do you think about what's going on in New Jersey? This seems dumb. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of dumb. But then again, maybe I should go do a TikTok. Maybe do a TikTok, turn it into a YouTuber. Maybe I'll do one on the computer. I think I'm gonna get an iPod for There's something wrong with the storage on my phone. I think I have way too much. She's been like 5 years of recording a whole bunch of shit, you know what I mean? I got 3 phones. A lot of it's just my YouTube videos and stuff. But then again, I do have some other weird videos that nobody ever wants to see. Like, or if you're still out there, brother, do you remember? Because I know you do. You just slurp all over everything Upchurch gives you, don't you? But you little circle jerker, every time Timmy wanted to talk about the shit you talked about Upchurch to fucking Adam Calhoun, paint the brush of a new scene. Hey, Curtis, you slick little dog, you. You're busted, bud. You're busted for being dumb. Are you gonna be like Patty and Dagburn? Private, 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 private. Let her all hang out, Kurt. Show the her world who you were and who you are gonna be from growing from your own stupidity. You know what I mean? It's time for you to take charge, Kurt. It's time for you to say no to Bill Gates. Or do you like it? Do you like the pedophilia that's going around? Do you like the human trafficking? Do you like the fentanyl that's coming all over our countries, bud? Do you like the fact that children are dying from that shit? Do you like the fact that our school systems are teaching our children to be dumber than we are? Like, if we don't fight for them, I'm telling you, we couldn't get any fucking dumber than you, Kurt. It's time you fucking wake the fuck up. Do something for our children. You know what I mean? And all I asked for you to do was be a fucking superhero, bud. That's all I ever asked of you. Said, put on your own little outfit, bud. Make your own little video to fucking Dick Durbin. You got a big old following there. That you got the fucking Captain's Cartel. Fucking be a superhero. Make your own fucking video. Send it to Dick Durbin. Asking for that fucking flight log list and inspire the cartel to fucking do it too. And maybe then you can inspire your little dickheaded fucking friend Upchurch to use his 3 million people to fucking ask Dick Durbin. And then, you know what I mean? But that's too much work for you, Kurt. It's so much easier to come on the internet and hate. You know what I mean? So much easier, Bubba. Get out of the matrix, Kurt. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You're stupid. But if I show you where you're stupid and you continue to be stupid, then it's on you, brother. And especially when you come after me and try and insult me and spit on me and try and make me think that I'm less than, when in fact, you're the coward, Kurt. You're the guy who doesn't know what to stand up for. You're that loser. You know what I mean? And I don't want you to lose. You never know how much time's left, eh, Kurt? Like, I'm gonna say something and it's gonna come off like it's bad, but it's just what I feel the truth is. I don't want you to go out like Wade. I don't want anybody to go out like Wade. I really don't. And I'm being honest to you. I don't. Because if there's a hell and you continuously lie and you try and hurt people and all you do is carry hatred with you. Now, I know Wade was very nice to Creek Squad and he probably would have done anything for a lot of the members. But when the number one guy you're going after, Dagburn, you're no better than because you'll stoop to his level. You're just a Dagburn. You're no better than him. If you can't use his own stupidity against him and he fucking hands it out and you're still so weak that you have to go outside of YouTube and try and destroy every part of his life. That's sick. sick. But I know it's sick to talk about ill of the dead, but I can show you where Wade was a liar. I can show you where I begged him, just like I beg you, Kurt. Begged him. Don't go down with this on you, bud. Just tell people you were got caught in a troll. Tell the truth. It's not that fucking hard, bro. You know what I mean? But the stupidity that we hang on to, Kurt, that's what I'm worried about. Just little stupidity like that. Lose it all for nothing, eh? At least Bill Gates is getting something out of this. You guys are just fucking, you think you are. Like I know Kobe keeps telling me go out and enjoy the fresh air and the giggles and the laughter and well, I'd rather not. I'd rather keep my eye on the prize, the truth. I'd rather work for God than try and amuse men. You know what I mean? And besides, if I succeed, then there's actually something to laugh and giggle about. You know what I mean? But here's the deal. I still try and laugh and giggle at the stupidity because it's the only way to deal with it because it's stupid. Bill Gates, George Soros, Klaus Schwab are three of the biggest dorks that have ever walked the face of this earth. And for some reason, we're all afraid to say, hey, dorks, answer our fucking questions. And are you on some flight logs? You know what I mean? And Klaus Schwab, who is your daddy and who did he work for? Was it the same organization that Chrystia Freeland's grandfather worked for? Is it the same organization that went into the NASA? The NASA, they brought us the moon landing. And hey, was it the same organization that, well, we brought someone into parliament and cheered for him? That tells me how stupid my fucking parliament is. When you hear the speech that they gave to congratulate that fucking man, I would have been out of my seat going, whoa, 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 wait a fucking minute, but nobody did. Let's get photos. Let's get photos with the prime minister and the deputy prime minister. And they tell the story about this heroic World War II veteran came from Ukraine. And while he was a brave old soldier and fought the Ruskies, now, Cody, I don't know if you know your history that well, but I'm not the smartest fellow in the world, buddy. But I do know that our war was not with Russia, and that, well, those people who were against Russia, guess who they were for? You guessed her, buddy. The Yahtzee players, the Yahtzees. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could get deep into like this Nazi thing. It's ugly. Like, you know what? They were hanging out with Walt. You know what I mean? Walt's been telling me some stories. You know what I mean? Oh, that's right. Thank you, Sly. Well, I can't afford to give the toys to tots, but I can afford to, well, try and make it so it's a better world so all children can have toys, you know what I mean? And they don't have to worry about being mind controlled at school, thinking that they're never gonna be anything because, well, dreams were a thing of yesterdays. But, kiddos, if you comply, you're gonna own nothing, but you'll be super happy. Now, it might take drugs and video games to make you happy, kiddos, but just keep that social credit score up high. But then again, maybe we don't have to worry about that now. I do think Trump is here to help us, but I'll have to keep fighting. You know what I mean? Hey, Donald, I don't like to think that this is real, but I think I'm the Red Kachina, and I think can you tell the world about the Galactic Federation of Aliens? Or can you just get that fucking Dick Durbin list if the Galactic Federation of Aliens isn't real? Can we find out who the fuck is on that island and who the fuck is paying people like Jelaine and Epstein? Because if there are no clients, there is no business. You know what I mean? And well, I don't know. Anyways, I hope everybody has a good day. Sly, I hope you have a good day. Vintage, have a good day. Trolling for Jesus, have a good day. Kurt, if you're still here, have a wonderful day, bud. Get well in the head. Who else did we have in here? Little me's probably gone, but if he's still here, I wish the best for you as well, little me. And well, anybody else who's watching. You know what I mean? Even if you're hanging out in the weeds or we got 8 people in here. Anyways, you guys let me know where I'm wrong with any of the information that I have, and I will take a look into it and I will clarify it and take just as much time to clarify as I did to see. I don't like thinking I'm mind controlling people. I don't like to think that I'm manipulating them to think a certain way. Listen, if little me does watch this later, he's watching it now. The real chosen ones, they don't want you to follow them, bud. They don't. If they're telling you shit like that, like Rocco, they're here to help you so you can follow the truth, buddy. And that's Jesus, and nobody can find that but you. You know what I mean? Chosen ones are just here to inspire, to show you the struggles that we've had to go through in order to show you. I hope you take to it. You know what I mean? God is good. God is great. I see what he's trying to do, and he's trying to limit the chaos. But something's got to happen. Something's got to change. Something's got to change. There's no way humans can keep going like this. There's no way we can keep being this fucking stupid. We have to evolve sometime or another. So it's fuck, man. It's like, hey, team aliens, come pick me up. Fuck, do whatever you want. Like, put me out of my misery, whatever. Like, they gotta have a higher consciousness than us. I don't know. Something's not right on the earth today. It lacks common sense. But you guys have a good day.